right, everyone, welcome back to the Roshi's Backyard Talk. My name is Frank, and I'm again joined today by Josh. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. Josh, aka AetherAeon here. Been enjoying the holidays. Thanksgiving is come and gone for us Americans over here, and everybody's getting ready for that holiday spirit, whatever you celebrate, Christmas, Yule, Hanukkah. Everybody's really getting in the movements for it, especially with the storm coming, man. Storm's brewing over here. It's getting super cold.
Oh yeah, it's like wow, this year has been gone so far, so fast. It's crazy.
Man, it's come and gone. I mean, it's almost been what March. Well, the pandemic really got announced for us in March of 2020, so it's almost been 2 years since COVID started. Man, it's just zooming by.
Jesus. But I
Yeah,
I
man.
hope everyone is out there is safe and not getting sick.
Yeah, hope everyone's doing well. Uh, but in lieu of the bad stuff in the world going on, we do have a lot of good Dragon Ball content that's been coming out here lately.
Oh yeah, we have some stuff to talk about
Oh
today.
yeah,
It's we have some new stuff. Like I noticed the first episodes have been like a little bit repetitive about the same things we talk about, but we got some new stuff. It's
yeah. We forget,
I
but
mean yeah, it's like every month we do this, so we tend to be forgetful.
I
Like
can't
and
help it.
we didn't get any guests on this week because everybody's busy, like you said. Just been having holidays, people getting back to their lives and all that.
Yeah, it's been kind of hectic, but I hope everything gets back to regularity. Especially because for Dragon Ball Bloodlines, big shout out there. We've been pushing along, and hopefully, they're hoping Chapter 2 is going to be done by the end of this year, which
Hopefully.
hopefully, but I have been seeing pretty amazing progress on some of these sketches and then some of the finished drawings too. And
Oh
then
yeah, I've seen some stuff passing by. It looks good.
you check out the sketches for Chapter 3 yet?
Not yet.
Okay, well, I will pin you in a post on Discord so you can see them all. I don't know if you checked them out or not, but
Oh yeah, we'll definitely check him out.
oh
I
yeah,
mean, our team has been doing, for the time they have, free time they have, they've been doing good work.
yeah, I'd say we're almost probably about halfway sketched, and then I'm about to finish Chapter 4. I did a total of 3 rewrites so far. I got 5 pages in, and I just didn't like how the flow of the whole story was going, so I did a rewrite. And then I got about 2 pages in, and I didn't like the way I tried to fit everything together so quickly. So then I did the final revision here, and I'm about 4.5, almost 5 pages in, and it's going really good. So usually I take about 8 to 9, sometimes 10 if a chapter's going a little long, pages, and then they pick and choose basically what they want out of that, and then we kind of roll with it. So, so hopefully, if Chapter 2 finishes by the end of this year, Chapter 3, since we already got it sketched out, should come in with the next few months after Chapter 2 drops, and then so on and so forth, because we'll be far enough ahead.
Or
But
even if you're fast enough by the end of January. But
I'm kind of hoping, man. With all the food I'm going to be eating over the course of the next month, all these holidays coming up, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get myself out of the door.
yeah, it's I mean, yeah, people have, especially with the holidays, none of our team is gonna have the time to do stuff for it. But I don't blame
Yes.
them.
Yeah, well, yeah. So, well, let's get into the meat and potatoes of it, man. Let's talk about something.
I mean, speaking of chapters, though, the new chapter of Dragon Ball Super was interesting,
Oh
to say the
man,
least.
it was beautiful, man. It was absolutely wonderful.
By the way,
I
before we talk about this, if you haven't read it, spoiler alert. First of
oh,
all,
huge spoiler alert. But I
so
just want
if
to be
you
the first.
haven't read it yet, go read it. Come back to the podcast and
Just
continue to listen.
give us a pause, and come back and see us. But I just want to say this, okay? I called, and of course everybody did, but I called every step of the road, man. I called Gas was going to be the bad guy. I just knew it was coming, man. And I hated to be the guy that's like, I told you so, because I know Kristoff is just fuming right now.
Yeah.
he's just so mad.
Oh my
Shout out,
god.
shout out Sphinx Art. Amazing guy, funny guy.
Yeah, I did the cover art for the Bloodlines.
Yeah, it looks wonderful, man. I'm super
Oh my
excited.
god, the cover art for chapter 2 is fucking amazing.
Have we released it yet? I don't remember if we released it or
No,
not.
we haven't released it yet. No, no, no,
Okay,
no. I
okay,
don't think we
okay.
did.
Because there was
I'm gonna
another.
say, to be safe, we didn't, so I don't say anything wrong.
Well,
But I've
yeah.
seen it in the Discord and it's good.
Oh man, uh, man, and some of these sketches, man. There's a particular character that's coming into his own in this show and this fan manga we're drawing. But man, the new chapter that's coming out is gonna be great. But let's stick back to what we were talking about. We're talking about the new chapter of Dragon Ball Super, man. Sorry for going on a tangent. I always do.
Yeah, I mean it's all Dragon Ball related, so
Yeah,
but even
as
yeah,
long
a
as we're
little
sticking.
bit stay on topic. But
So
yeah, the thing that surprised me most was yeah, guess most of the people saw that coming, but like what Vegeta did.
oh yeah, man, the way that he just realized the situation and he was like,
I
all
think
right.
he saw himself a little bit in Granola at that point.
Hey, guess what? His arm's still broken.
True. But like I think Vegeta saw himself in Granola because what he wanted to do to Frieza, that Granola
Right.
wants to do to Gas. Or to actually no, to Elec actually, because Elec
Yeah.
killed his mother.
Elec was the one that actually did the job. And Gas, I mean, for all intents and purposes, like he's a really strong fighter, but he's just a lackey. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't. He just takes orders from his brother, and he just wants to make sure his family stays safe. And Granola is just not part of that unit, and he hates him for it. Like all the little side missions that Gas probably used to go on to get stronger, Elec started to give to Granola.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, and they're just using both. And I wonder when Gas is going to realize that his brother's just using him. I mean, if he does at all. Like he used Granola. I mean, he uses Maki and oil. So what's the difference?
I mean like at this point, Gas is much stronger than Elec now.
Exactly. That's what I'm wondering. Is it going to be like an OG Broly moment when he realizes he doesn't need his father anymore and crushes him and throws him into a comet? You know what I'm saying? I mean, Gas is, as we know, I think we didn't actually hear the wish though, did we?
No, we didn't. But I think
Wait.
Elec tells everyone or tells one of his goons that no, he tells right out to everyone like you were now looking at the strongest warrior in the universe.
Yeah. Oh
So I
yeah. No,
think
they
he
even
wished for that,
introduced
though.
him. They even introduced him.
Yeah.
Hey, and he got the wish that Frieza has been wanting for forever.
Yeah.
He got way taller, man. He got jacked. So like, but what's the repercussions of that? You know what I'm saying? Like Granola's what got like what? Maybe like a year or two left to live, maybe.
Yeah,
Because
that's the thing we don't know. How
so
much
it's
he
like
sacrificed for it.
and then what's that come to? Like whose life did he sacrifice? And being Elec, I guarantee he didn't sacrifice his own. So that means he
Doesn't
took
have-
years off Gas.
Doesn't it have to be like the guy who wishes for it, or who
I
gets the
guess.
power?
I
Because
mean, I would
Granola had to
guess.
do it for his own life because he wanted the power. So
Right, but I mean, I would assume that if Elec was like, hey, I will give half my existence to make him the strongest fighter in the universe. I mean, hey, but the dragon was the one that made the stipulation. So what was the stipulation? Knowing Toriyama and Toyotaro, I guarantee it's probably just he's gonna die in a couple of years like Granola. But what if there's something more significant? What if? I don't know, man. I'm just wondering when Frieza's actually gonna pop his head in, if he does at all.
or he, like the scumbag that he is, just said to the dragon, "Yeah, take more from Granola."
Well, I didn't think about it like that. Yeah.
If it's possible to
mean-
do it like that, why
I
not?
mean, life transfer for energy, for the ability to do. I mean, hey, and we don't even really know who the creator of this dragon is. He was obviously a pretty powerful guy because he made, the person the strongest in the universe, and there's a universe where people rival the power of the gods. Like, I mean, that's a pretty
but
strong dragon.
If you look closely to the dragon, because I know we don't have color, but it really looks like the big dragon Xeno summons when the Tournament of Power ended.
It does kind of look like a mini Super Shenron or something.
Yeah,
But we haven't. Has the official color released yet? You know how
I don't
Japan
know.
does like exclusive official color stuff, but huh?
I haven't seen any of it. I think maybe Josh posted something in our community Z group on Facebook, but
Yeah. Hmm.
by the way, if you want to check that group out, guys, I will put a link in the description though. So
Man, and Gas's power set is just so. It's so different, man. He's attacking with nothing
with
but weapons.
Yeah.
And I don't know-
I found that pretty cool.
Is he summoning weapons or are they key weapons? I can't really tell, but it looks like they're solid physical objects. You know what I'm saying? The way they're shading them and everything like that. But I can't
Yeah.
tell if they're just made of key.
And the only time it excuse me, the only time it didn't do that was when he put the blocks on Goku's arms.
Yeah. And that's something straight out of Super Dragon Ball Heroes, man.
Oh, is it?
Ugh. I mean, it's not actually, but like, wasn't it Hearts, the guy that trying to steal the universe seed? He well, spoilers for that show if you haven't seen it. Not many people have, but it's on YouTube and whatnot. But yeah, he had like the ability to like summon different like spheres and shapes. I thought, I don't know, I can't ever find the subtitle version, so I just watch the raws. But
Oh yeah, I haven't watched a lot of Dragon Ball superheroes, so
there's a bunch of cool stuff in there, but I mean, it's just fan service for like a promotion. I mean, it's not an
Yeah.
actual series or anything, but
with the whole
it's the dream team fights, man.
the time traveling Goku, and then we got
Yeah.
the Goku Super Saiyan 4s and all that.
Well, yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure the Xeno Goku is the Goku right after GT. That's like after GT, so he has Super Saiyan 4. But then after that, he does end up meeting Beerus, so he knows God Ki. That's why his Super Saiyan. Another spoiler. That's why his Super Saiyan 4 form was able to keep up with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta or Blue Goku. But this isn't the Blue Goku that we know because he's got the Capsule Corp logo on his red gi. So he's like these
Yeah,
are two
he's a
completely
Time Patrol
different.
one, right?
Well, Xeno Goku is a time patroller, and he's got like the red robes when he carries the power pole again, and he's got his little
Yeah.
bag of senzu bean, But even base Goku, that level, like, damn near like was able to wipe out anybody. He's just stupid strong. He's got God Ki in his Super Saiyan 4 form. Like, that's just ridiculous. But hey, that's what they like over there. That's what they're making, and it's like Dream Team fights.
It's Dragon Ball. What?
As long as they keep making more content, man, I don't care.
Nothing
I'll watch it all.
surprises me actually anymore.
No, it doesn't.
Like, I know a lot of people complain about the power ups and the new forms, and rightfully so. But I mean, Goku, Dragon Ball has been always in between quotes simplistic like that.
Hey, did
It's
you
what
notice?
Dragon Ball is about, though.
Did you notice? I think it was page. I think I'm on page 28 here. When Granola gets knocked to the ground, he goes into flashback mode, and if you look on the back of the manga, like the background, it goes from white to black, and on the next 2 pages it's black to show that they're in a flashback, and then it kind of fades back in on the next page. I didn't notice that until just now. That's kind of awesome.
Hold up.
So it's on page. Starts on page 28.
It's
Granola
after he got hit by gas, right?
Right, he gets knocked to the ground and he's got a big exclamation point, and then the background, look in the background of the manga, it starts fading to black, and then the next 2 pages there's black backgrounds, and then on the next page 33 or 32, it fades back out. I thought that, I don't know, I just
Oh
thought that
yeah,
was cool.
that's pretty cool actually.
Just so you can see visually that you're in a flashback, so it doesn't
Yeah.
make That's a good idea.
That's
That's a really good idea. Put a pin in that.
yeah.
And,
Do it.
We're gonna make that happen.
That's actually pretty subtle, but
That's a solid.
pretty-
That's a
pretty
solid
cool.
move.
Yeah.
You know how you get in cartoons, you get the wavies, the doo-loo-loo-loo-loo, and you fade back into the flashback, but you can't do that in a manga. You know what I'm saying? It just doesn't.
Yeah,
It just doesn't look right.
You can't put
but
waves
that,
on your pages.
But-
that
but
would be
that-
ridiculous.
that's a great move, man. Shout out Toyotaro for that, because I guarantee you that was his doing, because I've never seen Toriyama do that. But if it was Toriyama's move, thank you, senpai. Notice me, senpai.
Yeah, it's pretty subtle, but cool.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I think we can steal that. I mean, use that.
Borrow.
Borrow, yeah.
We give it back.
Yeah, you can have it back.
Did you notice Goku dissing Vegeta pretty hard? Page 34.
With his, yeah, when he's saying in this really weird, wait, what did he say again?
He said you can transform into freaky face mode.
Oh, yeah.
And he's
Take
like,
it.
it's called Ultra Ego, you fool. Goku pops in and, man.
Talking about Ultra Ego, I think it's one of the most perfect forms they gave.
I like it,
ever.
man. I like it, man. It fits his character perfect, man. And that's the first time we've seen him use it. Now he might have used it, off scene, off camera, or whatever you want to say, but
Probably, yeah.
But if that's his first time that he, like he knew he had it, he just didn't use it to, I don't know, surprise people. I don't know. Vegeta's kind of, theatrical a little bit, but
Like always.
bingo.
I mean, especially in the early days when he was very theatrical every time against the
Oh
form.
yeah.
With his big speeches. I know, listeners. We talked about this before, but I just love it.
It is perfect, man. Like early Toriyama knew exactly what he was doing, and the way his, the Namek saga just transitioned perfectly into the Frieza, this overarching feeling, and then all of a sudden they just trounce him with Trunks, and then they just roll right through, and they're like, there's even stronger, situation. Like he just had this, so well planned out. And I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he's just rolling with the way it was going. But hey, either way, he came out with a great story and inspired all of us to keep going.
Talking about Toriyama planning, going over to Goku with his.
Oh yeah, the one thing you were talking about.
Yeah,
That
like Goku was being groomed to learn or to achieve Ultra Instinct. That's also
It makes
a thing
a lot of
Joshua
sense, though.
posted on the Community Z group. Where was it?
that like Master Roshi found him
I
and
thought it was
saw
pretty interesting.
what he had, and like Roshi was already the closest one on the planet to get Ultra Instinct, so he brought him to Korin, and Korin taught him to like move without using his eyes. That he had to feel the way his opponent was moving through the air, and he was going to be able to grab the mystic water and stuff. But yeah, no, go ahead and read the post.
I will.
I couldn't find it.
I will send it to you also. But I'm gonna put for people watching on YouTube, I'll put a page up so you can see it yourselves also. But I will read it. Where are you? There you go. So yeah, it's what is it? There you go. So when he was fighting Jiren, Goku was I don't know what he was doing at that moment, but I think he was trying to power up as much as he could to overpower Jiren.
I see what
And
you're saying.
then Roshi says, no, that's not the way you measure things. So I think he was talking about like how his power level was going to rise or something. And then Roshi says, we don't master martial arts to win fights, we do it to conquer ourselves. I think Vegeta even said that once during Dragon Ball.
He did.
And then
You have to conquer yourself.
until
Yeah.
you'll learn not to get all caught up in the enemy's power, you'll always be as green as the day we met. So think of all masters along the way, what they teach you. And then you got a panel with
Korin.
like Korin, King Kai, Popo, and
So they were teaching him the whole
Kami.
way, because he was like too much wasted movement, and that's why you run out of breath quickly. So he's trying to teach him to every movement there was a purpose to it. And then Popo taught him, that you had to move and feel your opponent as well, and be tranquil as the heavens and quick as a bolt from the blue. I'm pretty sure, didn't he do like some doll training too? He had to go up against himself, basically. You have to conquer yourself.
Yeah, and then King Kai also said, "Want to be the best in the universe? Then you gotta train not just your body but also your spirit."
Exactly. And that's why Goku was able to start being able to manipulate his ki. And even though King Kai himself has said, I'm pretty sure that he's never even been able to master the Kaioken. He could use it, but it would drain him.
Yeah,
So he never
got
used
to
it.
master it.
But Goku did. Goku was the first student that he was ever able to teach that could master the Kaioken.
Yeah, and this was way back in the day of C.
Exactly. So if he had such a mastery over his ki already, maybe he was just kind of destined for it to happen, man. It just took him a while for someone like Whis to notice him and teach him how to do it. But it kind of makes you wonder, man, because didn't Kami actually have God Ki? I was assuming
technically Kami is kind of a god. Yes.
He's a guardian. Kami means God in Japanese, so I mean it makes you wonder. He's the god of that planet. He's the guardian.
But it's not a god.
Right.
Like we know Beerus as a god.
Right.
For example.
So it kind of, or like maybe he does have just a little bit of God Ki. You never know, and probably not like a whole lot, but like, and he was a being. He was immortal still. He could die, so he was definitely, still had his own ki. But
I mean, to be fair, I think Beerus also can die.
Oh yeah, he can. He can be killed, but I don't think he can just. He won't die. You know what I'm saying? As long as he isn't killed, he won't die. And then
as long as the Kai is alive, he can't die. I think.
Yeah.
That was the reason, right?
Oh yeah, that was the life link, because Kais are technically immortal. They don't die. They age, but they don't die.
Yeah.
I don't think. And they gave the life link.
Vegeta threatened once to just funnily threatened once to say, "So if I shoot him, you die."
Yeah. And then Beerus got all mad, and then
Whis told Goku that. That was the thing.
Oh, okay.
And then Beerus got very angry, as always.
But did you notice that Goku wasn't using Ultra Instinct at all against Gas? He was just using his base Super Saiyan Blue. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
But I just... The reason I think it didn't use it because it was all tapped out.
Well, yeah.
And he wasn't even using Blue, it's just base. Oh yeah, after a while he used
no, he wasn't completely wiped out, man. Minato healed him. At least what he could in the short time. And then Vegeta was going to...
And that's why he was able to use Blue again, but I don't think it was healthy enough to use UI.
So it makes you wonder, like, how many levels are there out there of different styles? Like, you got one based on the ego. You got one based on instinct. How many more are there? Is there any more levels out there? Because you got your boy Gohan coming in with the new movie coming out soon.
Oh, yeah. Superhero.
I might have seen a leak, and I don't want to be the one to spoil it, but I heard that there might be an Namekian wizard in this movie, and that's why they featured Piccolo so heavy. That there's this wizard guy working with the red ribbon.
I heard something about that, yeah.
Yeah, you heard that too? I don't want to be the one to spoil it.
When I say heard, I read something about it.
I saw a little. I think it was like a toy or something. Dragon Ball got spoiled by a toy. It was a toy release of a new character. They saw the box, and then somebody had a picture of this box. And there's bootleg figures out there, but that's really convenient.
But I know we will get to see Piccolo's house.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a fun experience. Cause
that doesn't sound like much, but for people who have been fans for as long as we are from Dragon Ball, it's kind of a big deal.
The last thing we knew, Piccolo either just meditated by a waterfall, or like when he was really little, his father lived in Yunzabit Heights, way out on the other side of the map, like in the middle of nowhere, where they found the Namekian ship, Popo and Bulma did.
Didn't he live for a long time in the ship?
Yeah, and he thought it was his house, but then he realized one day that it was a spaceship, and then he was like, oh crap, my parents are never coming back, they sent me here. Okay. And then he just kind of headed out into the world, and that's when he decided that he was going to go up against Garlic to become the new Guardian, and then Garlic got beat, got sent to the Dead Zone, and then his son found out that he got sent to the Dead Zone, and that's why Kami and Garlic had that big, what to do about it. But technically, that's not canon. But in an OG's heart, that's canon,
I mean,
man.
if you count the movies not to be canon, then yeah.
Well, I mean, I just feel like if Toriyama just wants to put it this way, it's a multiverse, man. You're just watching a bunch of
Yeah,
different
I've seen
timelines, man.
a theory about that.
Like, in a lot of the movie times do line up. There's certain movies that can line up, based with, like, if you put the regular events here and then this happened, Goku didn't go to Yardrat, he showed up here. Well, then the cooler movie works,
Yeah,
you know.
and with the same with Reddit's kidnapping Gohan at that time from a movie. I don't know which movie it was, but it couldn't have happened because they
Right.
were.
They'd
I
never
don't
seen
know.
Gohan before, so the
Yeah,
Dead Zone movie wouldn't work. The only one, I think we talked about this before, but the only one that actually like fits perfectly is the BoJack movie.
I think in that time I don't really remember the Project movie that well.
It was the what's his name, the billionaire excess cash was putting together a tournament, and you got space fighters, and then they took their place, BoJack and his crew,
Oh
and
yeah, I
then
remember that part, but I don't
okay,
remember like in which at what time it should be.
it was
Um,
right after Goku died against Cell. He like blew up. So
oh,
like
okay.
so Gohan was the the guardian during that
Yeah,
time of the world or whatever. He hadn't like slacked off on his training yet.
that
Trunks,
explains Goku's death in the movie. Okay.
Trunks came back for the tournament, to hang out. And Vegeta was all pissed off that Goku died, so he wasn't training. He wouldn't go into the tournament, so he was just chilling, you know, at the house or whatever. And then all the bad guys showed up, and then Vegeta showed up, and then got his butt kicked because, of course, and he's not the main character anymore. Gohan was, but even then, not to spoil anything, but he couldn't win, so Goku broke the rules and instant transmissioned. Even though he technically was dead, he wasn't allowed to do that. He punched BoJack in the face and then instant transmission back real quick. And it spurred Gohan on, and then bada bing, bada boom. He transformed into Super Saiyan 2 and figured out how to do it like on command, and then voila. But it fits because there's no characters that aren't supposed to be there. Goku is dead. Everything fits. It's perfectly within the 7 years, so. But, you know,
If you look, I'm just looking up an old image from BoJack.
yeah.
It's so similar to Elec right now.
I know, dude, and that's why I brought that up, is that the BoJack Unbound crew is literally the non-canon version
The
of
Heaters,
Elec and
yeah.
crew. Yeah, man, and they brought him back, and I feel like if that's the way they're doing things, well, then we might see some other old villains coming back, right? In looking what we have in the new movie, we got the Red Ribbon Army coming back. But if you got the
Oh
Red
yeah.
Ribbon Army coming back, why are they focusing so heavily on Piccolo? And that's why I think that there's a Namekian wizard working with them to. I think they're gonna give Piccolo and Goku or Piccolo and Gohan some shine, man. And I feel like they're kind of going the
That would be fun.
I feel like they're going the Dragon Ball Bloodlines route, man. I feel like Goku and Vegeta. I feel like Goku and Vegeta are going to be shown training with Whis and Beerus on their world with Broly, because we saw that the Broly spoiler happened, where you saw Goku training with Broly. Did you see that?
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Like we've been saying, the movies aren't quote unquote canon, but then
With
the
these
Broly
last two,
then
this
the
one
Broly
and
movie
this last
won't
one.
be canon. So, but
Well,
it is.
there's just some that don't fit, but Broly does fit. They've already said that Broly. He actually popped up in the manga. There's a scene. I've got it. I can't remember where it was. I think it was right after the Tournament of Power. There was like a little break where, kind of like how Toyotaro did it back in the day. Crap. What was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought, man. Mid sentence. I apologize.
It happens. But yeah,
But
it's like. But yeah, I've seen the movie trailer where, for a split second, you saw Broly. If it is Broly, though.
if it is, but I hope it is. But if they're like off world training, who are the next two strongest people? Gohan, Piccolo, and then you could probably throw Android 17 and 18 in there.
Yeah,
But
but that's the. I mean, 17 is tactically strong, but he's not power strong though.
right, he did throw a blast at Jiren when he wasn't paying attention, and it did burn his clothes. Remember?
Yeah, but that, like you said, he wasn't paying attention.
Right. But then you got Goku who was going Super Saiyan Blue against 17, and he was like, "Hey, you ain't even going all out, are you, 17? He's like, nah, but neither are you, Goku. And Goku wasn't using Kaioken yet. So, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's the thing. Like a lot of people also complain about, like the power scaling doesn't fit anymore.
it doesn't, man, but I'm really glad they did it with 17. And
I don't care.
I feel like if they did it with 17 and they didn't do it with Piccolo, that's a big insult. And I feel like that's
Oh
why
yeah,
they need to do the superhero thing.
because they downgraded Gohan so much.
Man,
But
it,
kind of makes sense because it wasn't training, quote unquote, because 17 was still fighting on the island when he was living there.
that's true. But I mean, he was fighting against animals, so I get what they're saying. But like, if this guy has an infinite energy engine in him,
Oh yeah, that's the
that
big
means,
power of the androids, though.
and he's still human, right? So he's got this engine that's constantly making energy, right? And if he's teaching his body, which I don't know if people know the science behind the Dragon Ball key that they've said, there's every cell in your body can drink in so much energy and it holds so much energy. And the more you can condense the energy, the more the cell can hold that energy. So you have these cells in the body that are holding your energy for you that you can release at any time. And he's got this energy engine that's just making ki all the time. Not ki, but a different type of energy. But if he could teach his body to get it, maybe he can raise his power level. I don't know. He is human still, so he could still train, you know? Even though he's got this energy, he's not fully, robotic. He's a human.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, same
So it
for
makes
18 actually.
Yeah, no, then that makes you wonder, like, how strong would a Saiyan be if he was an android? I think I mentioned that before, but like, every time they get damaged, they recover with their infinite energy engine. They never run out of stamina. I don't know, man. I'm
Yeah,
just going off on
then I think
tangents.
that's the thing that Vegeta's got going on now, because he said when every time he gets damaged, he gets stronger in his new form.
Well, yeah, I like that though.
Mine is the infinite energy, of course, but
Reminds me of Black Panther. He just absorb the energy,
yeah, true.
But I
Very
mean,
true.
he can do that now too. If you think he's got the Force Spirit Vision, he could probably, you know, we saw with Moro, didn't he basically make like a pseudo spirit bomb?
Uh,
Was it against Moro?
with his spirit fusion, you mean?
Yeah, Spirit Fission.
Fission. Yeah, that was against
He
Moro.
took energy away and like he took it instead of asking for it like Goku did, and like made a spirit bomb. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
that was against Moro.
Yeah. So like it makes you wonder like if you touch Vegeta, does your energy just get taken? You know? I don't know. That'd be cool.
The, yeah, that's. I really want to see him use that technique again.
Yeah, I do too, man. I want him to just go all out against somebody and not be
That technique
like.
in Ultra Ego, sheesh.
I still don't feel like he was trying to actually kill Granola, because if he would have tried to kill him, he would have done it. But I feel like he was just trying to teach him that, hey, man, there's always some. It's the thing that always Master Roshi wanted to teach everyone, that there's always somebody stronger out there.
Yeah,
So if you
and
stop training and think you're the strongest, you're wrong.
and also Vegeta was like, I think also Vegeta didn't want to kill him because once from the moment he heard the name Frieza, I knew, yeah, this guy's got bamboozled.
Yep. And man,
He
I
knows
love how.
Frieza too well.
Did you see back to the main story on page 41 where Gas pulled out the big like Mario hammer and just nailed Goku in the head? That's something
Oh
straight
yeah.
out of that's something straight out of Looney Tunes, man.
But
That was
and the
funny.
interesting thing was also just before that he was using a physical shield to block him.
Got Captain America here.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool, but it is physical. You can see the strap.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So he's summoning. It's not key based. It's like magic almost.
yeah.
So like
Because when Goku grabs the sword, he breaks it.
right, so it's not key. Unless it's so condensed that it became real. I don't know. I mean, he is the strongest thing in the entire universe right now besides gods. So there's that.
Yeah, it is interesting though. They probably gonna go deeper into that, but or not.
He put
Just forget about it and keep going.
Did he pull out a kunai chain? Like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat on page 43?
Hey, I think it did.
Get over here.
Yeah, it did.
That's awesome, man. That's so great. And then, hey man, we called it last time. Vegeta got his sensu bean.
Yep. But
He found it. It was in his armor. It's and
still
that
some spoilers though. But yeah,
oh sorry, yeah. But it shows that Bulma engineered it to have a pocket on the inside.
yeah. Or it just brute force it into his armor somewhere.
Yeah,
The way
just,
Vegeta.
just keep it here for safe.
But then
But
the interesting part is
he could have eaten it.
Yeah.
He could have. He didn't pull a Goku though. He didn't throw it at Gas like he did with Cell. Nope.
He would never do that.
No, he's not an idiot. Goku's an idiot. But I see why he wanted to make his son stronger. But at the same time, it's like, come on, man.
The only way Vegeta would have done something dumb like Goku did with that sensu was the time he said Cell could transform because he wanted to prove his own power. But
That was about the stupidest thing he's ever done.
he's above that now.
Yeah, I mean, his pride is still important to him, and his ego is too. Obviously, ultra
Yeah,
ego.
that's why he says
But his character has grown.
the one
man.
thing he says against
realizes.
Granola when he doesn't want to accept the bean
Yeah.
and take the coward's way out. Never. And that's a big thing though.
Yeah. Eating it could have healed you. You know what I'm saying? Like you could have.
Yeah,
beat him.
he didn't want to
You
cheat.
could have beat me. You know. Yeah, you could have beat me if you would have eaten that bean. He's like, nah, man, that's not. It's not the way. I need to show you that you're not a coward, man. You're not a type of person to do that. I can see it in you. Now you need to go eat this bean and go get your damn revenge, and you do it with your own freaking strength, man. You go do it. You know, and I feel like Vegeta saw all the mistakes that he made, and he
Yeah.
could see his mistakes in this kid. And well, I say kid, he's 50 something years old now, or whatever, but 200 years old, or however old he is. But you know, he's as old as Vegeta, but they tend to make people sound like kids. They did it with Broly too. Broly's a good boy. Broly's 44 years old. He is not a boy, Paragus. He's 44.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Isn't he a little younger than Goku and Vegeta?
I think you're right. I think he's actually. Well, they were all in the pods in the Broly movie, weren't they?
Yeah,
same
but
time-
don't
at
they
the
stay
same
like in the
time.
pods for like a year or two?
Yeah, they're because Bardock commented on it. He's like, he's still in that healing pod, birthing pod. So he must have been about a little over 2. I think they take him out at 2. And then that's why Raditz was out like at like 4 and 5, like trying to save save his family from low life, friggin' status. They were considered low class. Bardock was the only one that was the only reason they were mid class.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why he had a team.
And
Most Saiyans
also, we the last chapter before this one, the previous one, in this one actually they told us like Bardock was pretty strong.
Oh yeah, no, they said that, and that was like Gas's biggest hit to his pride was that he lost to Bardock.
Yeah.
And then Manito was gonna say something because he was like, "Oh, so how did Bardock beat him? If he was a low class warrior?" And he was like, "Oh no, Gas was really strong, but And then they got interrupted, like, "But Bardock what?" And a lot of the fan theories out there are that Bardock turned Super Saiyan against him, but I don't know, man. If
I don't
Bardock
think
turned
so,
Super Saiyan
because
against
otherwise he would have
Gas,
beaten
he
Frieza.
would have used it. Well, I don't know if he would have beaten Frieza, but it would have been a close. If he could surprise him when he was in his base form at a power level of 250,000, Bardock had a power of 50,000 or something, and then transformed, he might be able to get him before he transforms. You know what I'm saying? If it was quick enough, you blow his head off somehow. I don't know, but it could have happened, but it didn't. And if he did have Super Saiyan, he would have done it, and he didn't. So.
Oh yeah, I definitely would have done it.
Exactly.
Or it's again something like they forgot about in the past and they just implement it right now. But
I know,
are they
and
gonna
it just
give a spin to it? I don't know.
When are they gonna bring Raditz back, man? Like, he was just trying to bring his brother back. Like, was he really doing anything that was that bad? Raditz was the joke of the group. If he could bring Goku back, Goku's so weak. He's only got a power level of 300. Then he'll be the joke, and then Raditz is not the joke of the room anymore. He's got Nappa, who's like 5,000.
Raditz is the
Vegeta's
black
like
sheep of the
18.
family.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like just bring him back, man, and train him up. He can get Super Saiyan. And he can just be cool.
I mean, Raditz with his hair is permanent Super Saiyan 3.
But I wonder if they'll pull a Dragon Ball GT and make him cut it, like they did with Vegeta at the beginning.
Or like Piccolo did with Gohan's hair.
Yeah.
But doesn't wait, there was something special about Saiyan hair, right?
Saiyan hair doesn't change from birth unless you cut it.
Oh, unless you cut it, okay.
Unless you cut it. So like
does it
in
grow
GT,
back then, or does it stay
only
if you cut it?
Only facial hair.
Okay.
I don't know why facial hair works, but it makes you wonder if the curtains match the drapes, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, if they go Super Saiyan, does all their body hair turn Super Saiyan? Because that's kind of weird. But back to the... But yeah, Hybrid Saiyan...
Don't think about that.
Hybrid Saiyans, their hair can usually follow their mother. Or, in our case, now there's female Saiyans, there could be a father that's not, but we haven't seen anything like that. So usually...
Oh, yeah, so like Trunks' hair was like Bulma's.
Right. And then Gohan's hair was kind of like his mom's, long, black, But...
yeah, with Goku spikes mixed in.
And Chi-Chi said that she cut Goten's hair to look like that. To be a little Goku, because she missed Goku.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Yeah, and then Goten at the end of Z, the end of Z Peace arc where they go meet Oob for the first time.
Yeah,
he had like a shaggy haircut like Gohan did back in the day. So it's like, and you know how many haircuts Gohan's had? That bowl cut, good God.
Oh yeah, didn't he have a cut like when he was teen Gohan?
Yeah, kind of similar. And then there's the one from GT where it's all turned sideways. I mean,
yeah. That's we don't talk about that.
We don't talk about that, man. The one cool design out of that whole arc was Super Saiyan 4, and even that, I just didn't dig the pink fur, man. And it's light red. Well, they could have made it yellow. They could have made... Man, everybody says it's red, but if you look at it, man, on Goku, Vegeta's is red. Vegeta's is red, for sure. Yeah, but Goku's is light pink. And
oh, yeah, that could be.
Nothing against pink. Pink's cool. Especially like Super Saiyan Rose.
The only thing I hated about Vegeta's design in that one was the skinny pants. The skinny blue pants.
Yeah, and the fact that they were able to summon pants was kind of confusing.
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, it was the 90s, man. It's what we had, and we dealt with it. But anyway, so back to Vegeta, and minus the skinny pants. He's barely wearing any pants on page 45 here. But he does give the Sensu Bean to Granola.
Yeah, because he wants Granola to have his...
He's going to get the win, man. He's going to get the W. And then Frieza's going to show up and then, like, mop them all or something. I don't know.
Oh, please, let Frieza show up. I want to see
I hope he does, man. I really hope he does, man.
He needs to have a reason to show up, because it doesn't have a real reason at the moment.
Well, yeah. There's no reason for him to be there.
I mean, of all the films they put in Dragon Ball, I think Frieza is one of the more interesting ones, because they brought him back so much.
Yeah.
I mean, he's don't get me wrong, he's like character arc is very simplistic because he got beaten, he wants revenge all the fucking time.
Sure.
But it gives an extra dynamic to the whole, I don't know. It was the first big villain they ever faced.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Well, yeah. Man, I'm very excited.
Okay, yeah, before you had like Kid Goku, the Red Ribbon Army, Piccolo and all that, but like the Z Fighters, it was... Yeah, first you got Vegeta, but including Vegeta, it was the biggest foe they ever faced, though.
Oh, yeah, man. At that point, I mean, they had never seen anything like that, Oh, crap. Not only is he a giant ape, but he can also control himself and talk to us? Oh, crap. We're in for it now. They knew what kind of damage Goku could do in that form. They had seen what kind of damage Gohan could do in that form up to that point.
Yeah, so but I mean, after that, if Vegeta was included in the Z Fighter group,
yeah,
then they faced the first biggest opponent they ever saw was Frieza,
Yeah.
like the
Well, I mean,
main villain.
yeah. And Frieza has always maintained that spot because without Frieza, Cell would not have been near as intimidating. You know, without that DNA from Frieza, you know, and Majin Buu, man, if the Z fighters had never gotten strong enough, you know, by fighting Frieza and fighting Cell, then Babidi would have never came to Earth to get the egg because there wouldn't have been anybody strong enough on the planet to give energy to release Buu. So if Frieza really is the tipping point, if it wasn't for Frieza, we would have never gotten to anything that we've seen so far.
I think like for the tipping point for the egg was actually Gohan versus Cell because they took his Super Saiyan 2 power for that egg.
Well, yeah, that's true.
So I think that was the tipping point for.
That's
Um,
fair. But we would have never gotten to that point without the DNA from Frieza, so.
True.
Well, I take that back anyway. If it wasn't for all of it, you know, Piccolo's, you know, regeneration, the Saiyan Zenkai to be able to get stronger. You got 2 androids on the inside of this guy giving infinite energy to him. I mean, it's just all the
I mean,
techniques.
after when Gohan fought him at the end, technically only one android
Hey man,
because he punched one out.
That's true. Oh no, you're right. Yeah,
But still, it still had
but
him
still,
in.
the Saiyan cells were able to remember that level of energy, and after he died, and
Yeah, exactly.
reduced to that his core, he was able to regenerate and then have that power. Kind of like how Goku, after he experienced God Ki, he was able to, you know, go back. You know, Beerus even commented on it. He's like, you're back in your base form, and now you're back in your Super Saiyan form, but you still have like power that rivals that God form. How strange! And it's like, oh, well, that's kind of interesting. Oh, well, here we go. But yeah, man, I just can't wait for the movie to come out. I don't even think they've given us a date yet, have they? Or did they say in January it's coming out?
Yeah, wasn't it like mid-January or something?
I don't know, man. But all I know is I'm going to whatever theater and however much money it is, I'm going to pay and I'm going to go see it. And I'll wear a mask through the whole thing. I don't care. I just want to go see this dang movie.
I will definitely go see it though.
If the only thing that happens is we get to see Piccolo's house and Gohan training and Goku fighting Broly and these new Gamma 1 and Gamma 2, I don't care. That's great. I love it. Let's just give it to me now.
Yeah,
I
the
wanna
only
see it.
thing that throws me off a little bit is the art style.
Yeah, I mean, man, you get used to it like everything. I mean,
Probably, yeah, but nothing. It's like we talked about this before, but like the art style from the Broly movie, nothing is gonna tip that.
well, the reason they did it was because a lot of people they liked the art style that like the first couple movies had, but then all like in Resurrection F or whatever, it had 3D battles. Like
Yeah,
the art
but
was
they were bad.
and they were bad and people didn't like it. So what they did is they put the 3D aspect to make it easier in the talking scenes, and then they did the fighting scenes in actual hand drawn and a lot of the stuff. So we'll see how it's going to look. I'm really hoping that they do really well with it, and hopefully everybody likes it. It does have a really kind of silly name, but Dragon Ball Superhero.
Yeah, it's reminds me of a cheap knockoff of Saiyaman.
Yeah, right. Hey, if Saiyaman is not in the movie called
That would be-
Superhero,
That would be funny though, actually.
we riot. We're rioting.
Yeah, and I think on that note we will end today's episode.
That sounds great, man. It's been a
It's
wonderful evening. So
I don't get it. It's been already 50 minutes almost. We've been talking. It's like we've been only talking like 5 minutes.
I know, man. It just goes too quick, and then we gotta wait a month to do another one. But
I mean, we
hopefully,
don't have to wait a month to do it, but
I know. It's just the holidays are close, and it's
yeah,
really tough.
for this month, this month is the only episode you're gonna get. But like you said, holidays and all that. But after New Year's, we probably gonna hopefully can start doing 2 episodes a month.
I'm hoping for
maybe.
2, and so I
Because
guess
I think
we'll.
3 is too much because we don't have.
3
all-
is definitely
I mean,
too much. But
we have some stuff to cover, but we don't want to run out of material too quick.
just dead air. So well,
Yeah.
I guess the next time we'll see you, it'll be next year. So here's to seeing you next year.
I will probably hear you in between. So
Well, no, I mean you. Yeah, I was talking to the audience though.
Oh,
Like,
the audience, yeah, of course. Yeah, next time we will see it will be 2022. Jesus.
I know, man. It's gonna be strange, but
All right, everybody, stay safe. Have a good day or good night wherever in the world you are, and we will see you next year.
see you around, everybody.